Hi, right here again with some more yoga asana. Today I'm going to teach you a little bit about the other pose called Samasthiti. You can use this pose as an alternative to Tadasana if you don't love having your legs completely touching. For this pose, it might be helpful to have a block. If you don't have a block or don't know what a block is, I'll show you. So a yoga block looks like this. And they're used to help you get height off the ground. So if you don't have one, you can use a variety of household items that can help you get that height you might need. So you could use something like a cup to put your hand on, something sturdy that's like maybe metal, water bottle would work great. You can also use canned food. You can use glass jars like pasta sauce jars. I don't have any, so I can't show you. But anything that can help you reach the ground better. But if you don't have anything, that's okay as well. You can use your legs instead if you want to. So we'll go ahead and get started in that standing pose again, and I'll guide you through the practice. All right, so you'll take your blocks and bring them to the front of your mat or your space. And I'm going to do most of this facing the side of the camera, but if you want to face me or position yourself so you can see me easier, please do so. For Samasthiti, the slight difference is instead of bringing our legs completely together, we're going to stand with them slightly apart. Same stance. So just about inner hip width distance apart, but the rest are the same. We're going to connect into the energy of the ground coming up, bringing our hands up and the inhale, keeping that length and softening through the upper body. If you didn't watch my previous video, it is okay. I will be guiding us through as we get started. So I'm going to turn and face the other direction. Now find yourself in a comfortable standing position. It could be legs together for Tadasana, or Samasthiti, same stance. And the legs will be slightly apart. Find the connection with your ground. Notice your feet touching the surface of the ground. Can you feel your pinky toe all the way to your big toe, the side edge of your feet, and all the way around and in the middle, the arches, all connecting with that ground beneath you. Holding that deep connection, bring your energy from the ground all the way up through the calves. Feel yourself growing long in your body. And then raise your hands up the air on an inhale. And exhale, hands together at your heart, and release hands down by your side. We're going to do that a few more times. This time we're going to lift and lengthen through the upper body. Keeping that connection in your legs, that strong feeling of strength like you would have in a mountain. You can lift through your sides, maybe stretch a little bit out through your hip area, expand through your heart. And lift the arms up overhead on the inhale. Exhale down into your heart center and release the arms down. And we'll do that together. Lifting through that strength, connecting through the softness in your upper body. Inhale up. And exhale, hands together at your heart and release down. We're going to add some movement on the next step now. So the next time we inhale up, follow my cues as we exhale down. So inhale up, hands connect together, hands come to heart center, and shift your hips back in space as you bend your knees and reach the torso, lifting the torso up. Hands can come to heart center. Look down at your feet, and can you see if your knees are pointing forward? Just notice if they're coming maybe a little bit out or a little bit too far in. It's not wrong, it's just how our bodies are built. But try to see if you can shift so that your feet and your knees are pointing in the same direction. If you need to have your feet pointed a little bit turned out or in, that's okay. We just want the knees to go in the same line. And then keeping your hips back, can you draw your upper body forward and find this length along the side and that broadening of the heart. And let's take a breath in and out. From here, if you have those blocks, you can get them, or if you don't, you can use your calves. And we're just going to hinge forward, and you can deepen your knees a lot to touch the ground, your calves, or your blocks. And go ahead and release the head down. Inhale, exhale to deepen. Inhale, and we're gonna lift our torso up, finding length, this length along the top of our spine or torso, keeping a bend in the knees, push into the heels and come up to standing. Good job. So we're going to do that sequence one more time, and we're going to add on a lunge position. So stepping our feet back and keeping a bend in the front leg. Lunging positions are technically considered movement practices, but they're often used a lot for helping with transitions in yoga asana practice. So we'll go ahead and begin. Find yourself in that standing position again. Maybe shake it out a little. And then inhale, arms up. Hands together at the heart. And exhale, down to the heart. One more time, and then we're going to sit back in our hips. Inhale up. Hands connect. Hands to the heart. Sit back in your hips and bending your knees. Finding this Tadasana, awkward or fierce pose. Folding all the way forward, hinging, keeping the legs bent as much as you need. I bend my knees a lot. Finding that connection where you can really get your belly connected with your thighs as you round into your back and fold over. You can rock your head yes and maybe no, releasing any neck tension. And then we're going to lift up to that halfway lift. If you have blocks, it's great. If you don't, you can go ahead and keep your hand on your ground. And then we're going to step the right leg straight back as long as you can. You can bring the blocks or your hands down by your leg, or if it's helpful, you can just lift up a bit and put your hands on your knee or your thigh. So from here, we are at a low lunge position. And then we're going to bring hands to the hips and lift our torso up for a high lunge. And folding forward again, finding the ground or the blocks or your leg. Find that sense of stability and step that foot back next to the left one. And we're going to fold forward one more time. Taking a deep breath in and out. Bring hands back up to those blocks. And then we're going to take it on the second side. Step that left leg all the way back. There we go. And we're going to move into that higher lunge by lifting our torso up. Really engage that leg. Think about that mountain growing tall. And bring your arms back down. And if you want, you can bring them to the floor, wherever you can find that stability. And step your leg forward and bend into your knees. Push into your heels and push your way all the way to standing. Whew. And then I'm going to turn and I'll lead you through one more round of raising our arms and taking an inhale and exhale to close today's video. Whew, you notice how your heart might be running a little bit. I'm just taking a minute to have my heart settle down. All right. Find that grounded standing position. We're going to inhale up. Hands together at the top. Hands at your heart. And release down. Let's go ahead and do one more. Inhale up. Hands together at the heart. And exhale down. Thank you so much for watching this video and participating. I hope to create some more and see you soon. Thank you.